naked and wet!
Get up, Homer, it's time for church.
I don't want to go.
God confronted Homer for skipped church. Homer couldn't understand why he had to listen to some guy talk about going to hell. Truth be told, even God sometimes preferred watching football, and he was really fed up with Reverend Lovejoy.
I think I'll give him a keg or so.
Give him one for me.
I will.
So I figure I should just try to live right and worship you in my own way.
Homer, it's a deal. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to appear in a tortilla in Mexico.
Marge took the kids to church, where they sat freezing because the heater was broken, yet they still had to push through and recite hymns. Meanwhile, Homer was living it up home alone. He whipped up a Deluxe waffle and shared it with the dog. Then, he headed to Apu's convenience store, bought a case of beer, and came back to lounge on the couch. A cigarette he was smoking dropped onto a book and caught fire. The fire spread to the wiring, causing appliances throughout the house to ignite along the electrical lines. The flames crawled down to the basement and set the clutter ablaze, trapping Homer in a ring of fire. He just thought the heating was working remarkably well. The dog rushed in and barked at Homer to get out, but he was fast asleep and couldn't be woken up, so the dog saved the Bible first. It wasn't until the fire scorched his hair that he jolted awake and realized the house was burning, but in less than 10 seconds he was knocked out by the smoke. Apu noticed Homer's house was on fire and immediately suited up in his gear, warning the bullies that stealing would ruin their lives. Apu handed the store over to Little Jamshed, a moment the kid had been waiting for all his life. Pulling a gun out from behind his back, Jamshed froze the bullies in their tracks. Apu drove the fire truck toward the Simpsons' house and called for reinforcements, but he happened to run into a family of ducks crossing the street.
You ducks are really trying my patience. But you're so cute.
Flanders realized Homer was still trapped in the fire, but no matter how much he yelled, Homer didn't respond. He had no choice but to rush into the house to rescue him himself. Just as he slung Homer over his shoulder and was about to head out, a burning beam collapsed. He had to take Homer up to the second floor, threw a mattress out the window, and prayed for God to guide Homer to land safely on it.
Okay.
Flanders finally pulled Homer out of the blazing house just as the fire truck arrived. Homer finally came to and asked Flanders why he saved him. Flanders believed that if the tables were turned, Homer would have saved him too.
Help! Help!
That's right, old friend.
The family rushed back, and Homer was devastated that their magazines and Roach motels were all gone. Krusty saved Snowball too, though his face got badly scratched up. Barney asked what the axe was for, and Wiggum said it was for chopping things, which Barney understood instantly.
That's a nice chopper.
Lisa believed this was the work of God, but Homer mocked Flanders, pointing out that Flanders was a devout churchgoer, yet God didn't save his house. The insurance company asked Homer what valuables were in the home, and Homer claimed he had a Picasso painting and a classic luxury car, but the agent noted they only cover actual damages, not imaginary ones.
Well, that's just great.
The firefighters successfully put out the fire, teaching the Simpsons a valuable lesson. Homer felt God held too much of a grudge and called on him to show his power and just strike down who